Global pandemic reminded us that we are unprepared for the many effects of climate change, and then dragged on and on and on. So we fear it may be the new normal. The national election showed no healing of the divisions between us. Rent moratoriums and deferred student loan repayments highlighted the inequities of our economic system and failures of our social safety nets. The contaminated water in Flint still was not corrected, highlighting our crumbling infrastructure. Brexit, refugees from fractured nations, and rumors of conspiracies, all signs of brokenness, fear, isolation, and disconnection in our culture. We are facing a failure of nerve, of love, of care. We're reminded that humankind is frail and can be so unkind. Like the newborn babe in the song, we weep for the pain of the world. I wish I knew the fix, the cure. I want to be able to show up before you all and say something new that will make it all better. But I don't have anything new. I have something very, very old. I'm talking really old. Love. Love thy neighbor. Love. It is simple and so very hard. The good news is we get lots and lots and lots of do-overs. Each new day we may pray for peace, for love. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. Now I'm hearing that Scroogey voice inside saying, it'll never work. We've been trying that one for thousands of years without a whole lot of improvement. But could we be the manger, the stable, the haven of rest? So how about we keep trying this love thing until we come up with something better? We are capable of great evil, but we are also capable of great heroism, of great love and dedication to doing the right thing. Where am I looking for this redeeming love? I'm looking at you, kid. You are the light of the world. You might as well shine. Each child that's born is a new hope, a new light in the world. You were a child once. You still have that light, that magic. The Bible of my childhood told me it would be silly to light a lamp and then set it under a basket. You put it up on a lampstand and it gives light to all in the house. So you, bright shining light that you are, let your light shine. Even if you didn't do it yesterday, you can do it today. You get your do-over. Each day is a new day. In this holiday season, many of us celebrated the birthday of a child, a very special child, a child who is remembered to this day, child of the universe, a blessing, a sign of persisting for love. And each child is a sign of hope, a blessing. You too are a child of the whole world today, and every day is your birthday. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. In fairy tales, the end usually goes something like, and they lived happily ever after. The way we tell the nativity story ends that way. The camera pans out with the happy parents, adoring shepherds and wise men, and blessed baby, but we know that it isn't all that simple. After the baby is born, you have to feed it and diaper it and soothe it and pray every day that this precious baby will grow up happy and healthy and well. It is not easy growing up. It never has been. Mary and Joseph of the Christian Nativity story had some particularly challenging child-rearing hurdles to get over, running from a vengeful ruler, raising a very special child. Nothing is written in the sacred scripture about his growing up years, but many imaginative writers have filled in the story. Imagine the 5-year-old Jesus splashing in the bucket of water Mary has just carried from the well and turning her wash water into wine. Or the 10-year-old boy healing an ill playmate. I imagine he was picked on by the other boys in the village. I imagine Mary starting each day with a prayer for his well-being. Luckily, as we grow up, we don't have to cope with these challenges, but each one of us has our own challenges. Our miracles are in smaller things, learning to talk, to tie your shoes, learning to see outside oneself to feel compassion. We are learning and changing and growing every moment. And that uncommon and precious infant is still within us. St. Ignatius said, I am being created, not I was created. Paul of the Christian Gospels describes human beings as works of art, unfinished works of art. Much of the human body recreates itself all the time. Cells are dying and being replaced, as author Donald Miller says. The human body essentially recreates itself every 6 months. Nearly every cell of hair and skin and bone dies, and another is directed to its former place. You are not who you were last November. So, happy birthday. You are a child of the divine being born each moment. The divine isn't done with you yet. No matter what age you are still a work in progress. Doesn't that feel good to know? You're not supposed to be perfect. You're not supposed to have your life all put together. You're not supposed to be all done with struggles, no more things to try, to fail at, to learn, to try again. Though you have broken your vows 1,000 times, come yet again, come. As the pandemic turns endemic, as we try to find a new normal, as we re-enter sanctuaries hoping for a little familiarity, but knowing that we are reinventing everything, we are going to struggle. We're going to break our vows. We're going to try on this new garment and we'll be really uncomfortable. Infants cry when they are hungry or uncomfortable. As we grow up, we may cry when we fail or for the plight of the world or for the hard path that we find ourselves traveling. We search for reasons and we search for the courage and skill to travel our path well. There is a time to shed tears and mourn. It may be frightening to look at the bills as they come. It's infuriating that healthcare costs so much. It is heartbreaking to read about mothers mourning their dead children. It is terrifying to know that your husband might not make it home because of a routine traffic stop. What does love look like? It looks like grieving, and it looks like speaking truth to power. There is a time to explain why your tears are falling, to shout out what is painful or wrong. Sharing your pain with others can be healing, and taking action for social service and social justice can truly make a difference. There is a time to pray for the peace within and remember the grace that you are loved no matter what. There is a reason to go on traveling your path. We don't have to do this alone. The way ahead may not be easy, but there is a way. As my sister sang while marching in the Great Peace March of 1986, you can forbid nearly everything, but you can't forbid me to think. You can't forbid my tears to fall, and you can't stop the song that I sing. Each new day, your heart may pray for peace, for grace, for reason, though you may break your New Year's resolutions 1,000 times. Each new day. Come yet again, come.